Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and I'll hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Stage Racer, episode number 30. Hit a landmark on that for the series. But here within the career, we've got the International Osterreich Rundfahrt, aka the Tour of Austria. We're on stage 6 of 846 kilometer with a big old climb at the end of it. I'm one of the favorites. I'm also the leader of the race. Minute and a half clear. So we're out to defend this time and see if we can't grab another stage victory. It's not a World Tour race, but it is a big race on the calendar. Coming into this stage, quick fun fact for you. So through 6 stages of this race, and you can go back and check me and possibly tell me I'm wrong. I can't say with 100% certainty, but through 6 stages of this race. Now I'm on a fitness peak. My expected race day condition, +2 every day. But through 6 stages, I've only actually achieved that once. And I've been at a 0 or +1 race day condition every other stage of this race thus far. There's 2 more stages after this, so hopefully, I'll roll a better race day condition one of these final 2 days. Today, at least it's a +1. My mountain rating, pretty healthy, 83. Resistance, it's decent at a 75, and we're already heading to the climb here. So let's go ahead and get ourselves set. My team not quite as far up the field as I want to be. And we still got a little bit of time, but we are about to go uphill. So we're going to take everyone and then deselect myself. And we're going to tell everyone to... I wish it would give me proper control. Move forward. Parme, you're right there. Let's take you off that assignment. Let's give you a 99 and protect. There you go. And let's see if we can't get somebody else. Team nice and fresh here. We've got 8 riders in the break that have 3 minutes. It will not be easy to catch them. 17k left in the stage. You would think that's plenty, but it's climbing the entire way, and you can already see them off in the distance as we turn onto the stage, onto the climb for the stage. Malicelli is now there. We'll set him to 99. Just stay put. Wait for some help. Ooh, Restrepo's up there now. Okay, now Restrepo is a good climber and on a better condition today. So, where did you go? Malicelli. Yes, Malicelli sucks as a climber. Go ahead and protect Restrepo. Give him a little extra life, if you would please. Restrepo, don't go backwards. Okay, there's Gonsalves and Beck. Gonsalves is not looking so hot. Beck might be a little better off. So Beck, stay put. Gonsalves, protect. Beck, stay for Molina, the last one to come forward. And here he is. I don't know how he is as a climber. He's not going to last too long though, is he? Stay put. Alright, now I'm up at the front. All I have to do is defend. I've already got the race lead. I don't have to win here. So for now, we defend. That gap already 45 seconds closer. Now 50 seconds closer.
The guys up front aren't going to be making too many friends today. And he spurts away from the group. He's going for victory.
Breakaway rider Frolinger going for the win. Through that first section, we're into the second section. There's 3 sections to this, so things are a little bit easier at the moment. Not many dropped yet. 107 riders still in the peloton. How's Tarme doing? He's hanging in there. Restrepo's looking decent. Beck's looking decent. Anybody going back? Molina. Molina's the one who's on his own here. Malicelli's going backwards, and he was protecting Restrepo. So, Molina, you're going to take over. Protect Restrepo. Gonsalves going back, and he is protecting Beck. Nothing I can do about that one. I am starting to drift back just a little bit. Make sure that doesn't happen here. Oi. Conrad and Swift. Not too worried about them. But I'd like to get a little... Okay, they've not been able to get off the front. Oh, now they have. Against Swift, Conrad. Not ready to do anything yet. Group's shrinking though. Malicelli, Gonsalves, Molina all out the back. Tarme is now fading. Need a replacement. Beck. Just a little energy. Beck. Take it up. There's Restrepo. Use my teammates first here. Down to 5.6k actually. Okay, Beck's done. Restrepo. Down to 28 in the peloton. And I haven't even started my work yet. I like it. Hanging in there strong, but we've got to go after these guys a little bit. There's Restrepo. Okay, Restrepo, you ready? Here we go. Little flat section. So it should be easy for Restrepo through here. And then once we start going uphill again, with 3k to go, and I got a separation already. 20-second gap. Frolinger, Koren from the break. Here comes Neisch.
Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
Koketkov. There's DeGent. There's Bax.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
I'm almost to the finish. Sari looking for the win. He's already celebrating. Here comes DeGent. Sari's going to get the stage. I'm going to finish second on the stage. That's a breakaway rider taking the victory. But I get second comfortably. DeGent was right there on my wheel a few hundred meters to go. Kamna actually claims third over DeGent. Schachman takes fifth. Pedrero's up there at eighth, otherwise it's a bunch of breakaway riders. So second on the stage, but that was a breakaway rider with the win. See, just a little bit of energy left there at the finish line, meaning that was about right when I could go. Might have been able to push a little harder a little sooner. A finish was coming up pretty quick. Great thing was I didn't even have to attack to get them off my wheel. Just had to wait for the attrition to kick in, for it to punish all but the last few riders, and then just accelerate. And that's the second time that teammates made that possible. I had protection most of the way up the mountain to where I was still pretty fresh. And then it was just an easy ride from there. See a little more this way? Yeah. Watch the riders coming, not going.
Just in case you missed them, here are the race highlights.
Yeah, there's Sari. Take it off into the early break. Almost caught him. 11 seconds shy. 23 seconds behind Schachmann and Kamna in that group. I will pick up a 6-second bonus. Kamna gets 4-second bonus. Gaps open quickly behind that. So after 6 stages, I'm now almost 2 minutes clear of Schachmann and Kamna. 2.5 of Pedrero, and then 3.5 to Williams. So technically, we're down to a 4-man race. I'd say... Can't quite say I've got it in the bag just yet. 1 collapse, and we go backwards. 20 points clear in the points competition. 8 points clear in the mountain climbers. The 3rd place rider overall, who's only 3 seconds out of second, is in the under 25s competition, so that's also nearly wrapped up, but still not quite. And see how much better the team's doing in this race than the last. 7th. That's stupid. Poor evaluation for taking second on the stage to a breakaway rider. What team's ever going to fault a breakaway rider hanging on and then being the best of the rest in second? Oh, maybe the team that leads the race that expects their leader to win it? Sure. Okay. I'll take the blame on this one. Stage 7, it's a sprint stage, so I'll see you on stage 8. Final stage. It's early. Figured we'll get a more or less complete stage for a change. Small break just forming. 4 riders clear, 2 about to join them. Field not ready to give up the chase just yet, and we're already on a Category 3 climb. Now, before we hit that climb, let me see where are we at in this competition. Earl Bax is 8 points behind, and there's only 6 points available here. I've got that jersey 1, depending on how the finish goes. There is Bax, so we'll keep an eye on Bax as he tries to attack this one. So number 141 here at the back, he is attacking, and he is not being contested for this, so he's got 6 points. He's now within 2. Now, the finish is probably something like a Category 3, worth about 6 points, so if Bax wins the stage, he's got a chance. Bax, I have no idea what his ratings look like, but he's in 18th overall, sitting on 36 points right now. I'm among the favorites, but today, my fitness peak came to an end, an unexpected end. Thought I still had a while to go on it, had not seen the indicator that would have shown that I was ticking into the last week, but now, after what I said in the last stage, it makes a little bit more sense that, plus 1s and 0s for all these race day conditions. Speaking of race day conditions and all those negatives, or, neutrals, I've got a +2 today. So the fitness peak ends, and then I finally get a +2 for only the 2nd time in this race. Wasn't drawing as bad as I thought, considering I was in the final week of the fitness peak throughout this race, meaning, actually, I should have been at a 1 every day. And with that, well, that did ultimately come out to about the average. So bell curve averages were met, so forget my, luckily it wasn't a rant of any kind, but forget my antics for that one. Alright, we move on. Bigger group trying to form here. Other riders have joined them after going over that Category 3, and now we have a full 15-man break here, and 3 minutes to boot, so we're going to make sure that we take care of business and chase these guys down before the end of this stage. Right now, none of my team involved in the pursuit. Today it's going to be all about hills, so with that nice race day condition, I've got a chance here. I've got a hills rating of 80 today, and the resistance, the best I've seen it, at a 77. I have a chance. Sprint's still not great, but we've got the acceleration certainly with 75. Should pull away a bit. Besides the finishing climb, the two biggest climbs of the day are done. We have one more small peak along the way, uncategorized like the one we just had. And then just that final. Let's go ahead and take a look at the profile as we speed along right now towards that. No markers to really suggest just how short it is other than that sprint point is at 125. So we've got 54K between there and the finish. So divide that in half. 25, 12 and a half. It's less than 6. It is less than 6K. I'd probably put it closer to 4 than 5 estimation. So I would estimate it's about a 4 kilometer climb, but maybe just a hair longer, 4.5. But I would definitely think it's closer to 4 than it is to 5. So my estimation's hard to gauge though from that far out. Sprint point. 14 riders left in the break. 2 minutes left is their gap. And the pursuit still being carried out by other teams. I'll let them. I'm going to use my team to try to form a sprint train early. If it's only 4K, I'm really down to just kind of, what, is it Restrepo, my Hills guy? Yes, and he's on a 79 today. That'll be a great lead out. As the lead gets down to a minute, seeing some attacks here. Campenarts, Krieger in the break. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Let's get back to the action. You know what? Let's stay with these guys a little longer. We've got time yet. 30K to go. 84, not enough. Let's speed up. 26K now. 3-man break. Just over a minute. Comes another attack. Campenarts going solo. Now he's caught by Krieger. So now it's a 2-man break. And we're out to a minute and a half. It's just about time we get something going. 15K? No, not quite yet. Molina's pretty much done. Tarme is just about done. Malicelli's getting water now. It's terrible timing on the water. Breakaway all back together. 14 riders down to a minute. 12K. Just about time here. How's that water going, Malicelli? Malicelli. Gotta get used to that. Italian rider. There's the field. Let's bring it home here. These guys have had their day, and they're pulling back out time again. 112. I've got a lot of teammates right here. Malicelli finally gets up here with the water. Finish your job. There we go. Okay, I've got full control of the team. Here we go. Can we make this work? Restrepo's my guy to follow. That's for sure. Now, Malicelli's looking a little bit stronger than everybody else right now. How is he on the hills? Not so good, but he's got speed. How is he on the flat? Flat's okay. Okay, so from there, looking at maybe Beck with the neutral and still a little energy. Salvis. Tarme is just toast today, and Molina. Molina is too far back. Molina, you're out. You're done. Tarme. We start with Tarme, and I hate this. 8K. We have to follow him this way. Oh, there you go. Now we can just go increased effort as the team settles in. 6.5K to go. And let's just start pushing. And Salvis coming up on it. 5.3, 5.2, under 5. Just about right. We turn up 4.6. Pretty close on my estimate. I was thinking closer to 4 than 5, but I'd say maybe 4.5. So 4.6 is pretty dang close. Now, that's close enough to use my gel. And we're going to go flat 99s for these guys. So that's a pretty good run for him. It's only 500 meters, but he also had some run up prior. Beck. There's that breakaway. Malicelli not quite strong enough to keep up with him. We're going to be going straight to Restrepo here in a moment, I think. $3K. Shockman already attacking. Restrepo's pretty dang good on the hills, though. He's going to give me really good support on this one. I'm going to slow him down a little bit. I want him to last a little bit longer. Down to 2K. That's Shockman ahead of us. He's in an alternate jersey. Front group. There's still one rider. Frolinger's still left here with 1.4K to go. I'm going a little too fast. Let's slow down some. 91. Got to save some for the sprint. 600 meters. Now let's push it. Restrepo's up there as well. He's going to have a good one. Celebrating. Is it too soon, though? No, it's not. Frolinger's going to take. So, second straight breakaway survivor, solo survivor. I take second again, ahead of Shockman, who's like an 81 hills guy. That's totally his territory. Restrepo, great job by him. Comes in fourth. His race day condition bonus really helping us out on this one. The rest of the team didn't last terribly long, but they got us a good ways up. And they certainly made it possible to bring back the break, but that one rider was well over a minute clear of the rest of the breakaway all of a sudden. So Frolinger just dancing away from the breakaway in the end on that one. And that gap ended up a little bit too much. We didn't quite bring it all the way back. But still, another good result. Second place again on a stage. So what was that? 3 victories, 2 seconds, and then 3 sprint stages, which, by the way, Viviani won that one as well. So Viviani takes 3 out of 3 sprint stages. And then I claim 3 stages and 2 seconds. That's a good race. That's a very good race. And that is definitely a race victory overall. Let's finish it up and see those standings as the rain begins to fall. We'll have to celebrate on the podium in the rain on this one. Though, guess what happens when we get to the podium, the ceremony? It's going to be dry again. That's right. They don't have that part. That mechanic's not in the game.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
I get close enough to Frolinger to be given same time. Surprising. Restrepo gets same time, even though he's a little bit of a gap. But I can see those 3 being together. I'm surprised I got same time. I didn't think I got close enough for that. 30 seconds, the gap, all the way to 54th. So, final standings. Minute 57 clear. Ooh, Kamna lost time. He dropped half a minute there. Pedrero finishes in 4th, though. Williams 5th. No change in those standings. Thomas Gant all the way up to 7th place. Good result for him. Solid rider, but spends so much time in the breakaways that he's not normally a GC contender of any kind. I get the points jersey. I get the mountain jersey in the end. I get the under 25s. And we definitely don't get the team jersey. Movie Star does. But hey, I get the overall. That's the one that matters. That's the one that counts. And there you go. 96 points. Whoa. By the way, there was no expectation going into this race for the GC. So that prologue kind of set the tone. And that one, as time trials are, seem to always be just about the individual stage result, and they don't give an overall. So without some sort of overall expectation of winning the race, I come into this one and do quite well. didn't seem to have a stage expectation either. So healthy day, very healthy day, and now we're just 45 points away from our next level. As for what's next on the calendar, well, let's get a little bit of an outlook here. That's Osterreich. That's it for the month. So we're actually about to level up. We're about to level up here at the turn of the month, and then we'll push into August with San Sebastian. So World Tour race San Sebastian, and I assume I'm scheduled for that, right? The Classica Ciclista San Sebastian. See, it's a punchy one. And then the Bink Bank Tour. I'm scheduled for that. Yeah, I'm not going to show much of that. 12K prologue time trial. I'd like to call that a prologue. It's as short as it is. Officially, it's a time trial. Stage 6 looks like the only chance to do anything in that one. The Deutschland Tour. A couple hilly stages there. Ciclista de Quebec. Punchy one that looks to be like the same profile that's used for the U.S. National Championship. Ciclista de Montreal. Similar. Grand Prix de Wallonie. So we've still got some racing left to do this season. But it's definitely starting to get shorter in nature. A lot of one-day races until you get to Guangxi. 6 stages. But again, a bunch of sprints there. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was 2 here. It's 10. Just the 2 here. 12. About 13 stages, 13 days left of racing for the entirety of this season. We've also got the contract coming up at the end of the month. San Sebastian's after the end of the month, but I doubt we'll have a contract offer probably somewhere around the Bink Bank Tour. So we're looking at like 2 more episodes for this season. It's amazing how quickly the end of the season comes along after July, really. Things wind down pretty quick. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the month. I'll see you on August 1st. Now that we've leveled up, we get only a skill point for this month. So not quite as much as expected. Next month we'll get evolution of attributes. Or not next month, but next level. So level 15 skill point only. And let's go ahead and finalize the super leader one. Be done with that. From there, I don't need to contribute to network. Willpower has not come up at all. So neither of these I feel any need or desire to continue on with them, at least in the short term. So from there, we're looking at either more race bonuses or getting into Discovery. And as quickly as we're coming up on that next season, I think we'll start with Discovery on our next one. So one of those will come up next. But we have opened the transfer market now. And we will get our situation here in the next little bit. So here's our final standings. CCC, it's green. They definitely want us. Antwerp would love to keep us. They're offering lots of points this time. But for me, I'm very much in the screw you Antwerp mode because they've had, as you've heard me say time and time again, some really ridiculous expectations, stages where I wasn't even a top 10 favorite, and they're like, go win. Come on, guys. Whoa, temper it down a little bit. All the teams here, though, pretty satisfied. Dimension Data, Katusha Alpecin, and Israel Cycling Academy, the only ones not, at least in the yellow. Contract-wise, obviously, 2 teams will offer beyond that. Not sure. Cornington Circus might go high enough. It's pretty hefty pay scale there at 66,000. Not a lot of points again, but that's not my big concern going forward. The Cyclista San Sebastian on paper doesn't look too scary. We've got a handful of climbs. None of them are severe. But then there's one key detail that may be missed that you then go, oh. Now, if you're familiar with the race, you already know what that oh moment is. Classica Cyclista San Sebastian 224.2 km. Yeah, 224 kilometers. It's not the longest. It's definitely not the longest of the year. But it's certainly one of the longer ones. I have a low stamina rating. That's going to be a factor today. Now, fortunately, with my 100% fitness and just already building towards my third fitness peak of the year, I'm fortunate to have a +1 race day condition today. Thank you. Appreciate it. Mountain rating, 83. Hill rating, 80. Those will both come into play with those climbs, as we're actually hitting the first actual climb of the day right now. Categorized part, 6.3 kilometers, 5% average gradient. So that's not that bad. Resistance today, 75. That's very tolerable. That's getting into the decent territory. 75 plus is where you need to be to have any sort of chance. And as we saw earlier in the episode, when I have the condition, I have the success. And over the last couple episodes, when it's up there, I can do well. It just takes a little resistance, and I've got the other attributes where they need to be. However, for this one, stamina will absolutely be a factor. Today, at least I've got a +3, so it's at 69. It's almost 70 plus. That's really not good enough. And you're going to see, I'm going to have a low green bar, and I'm going to have a degrading yellow bar over the final 40, 50 kilometers. It's just going to slowly whittle away. It's going to fade, whether the pace is there or not. And if the pace is there, I will not be participating in that final climb. There's a good chance that I will not participate in that final climb. Now, I don't know if it's this race and if it's code written into this race. That could be it. Or if it's just by chance, and that certainly could be it as well. But since I cut away and coming back, there's been a couple punctures, there's been a couple big crashes, and this is in good weather. Aaron Burrow, one of those who was caught in a crash, he's 11 minutes down from us. So he is well behind, and it's looking like he's not going to come back. And Enric Mas for Duquesne Quick-Step is there as well. That could potentially be a race favorite. And those guys, as far down as they are, they're done. They've got no chance. Here we go. Next climb. Ace Cabell, 7.7 kilometer, 5% gradient. Again, not that bad. But you can see there's definitely some pace. I'm blinking red. And look at all that damage riders off the back. So it's all about pace here. And the pace is enough to drop more and more riders. Mesquita is out. It's a minute and a half down. Slow down a little bit here as we have another climb coming up here in just a moment. Lastra trying to bring water forward. Hasn't quite made it through the field. You can see he's about halfway up right now. And we're about to hit the next one, 6.6 kilometers. This is a bit steeper this time, 500 meters over that period of time, but it's 7.4% average gradient, and it's a lot steeper for the first 4K. We're nearly to the top of that now. A little bit of damage done. Rodriguez is dropped. Amasqueta is out. Molina is out. And the peloton under 100. Break at 5 riders and only 50 seconds ahead. So they've got no chance. The winner will come from the 96 riders in the peloton. We take our foot off the gas though, and it's opening up the lead to the 5. They just pulled out another 40 seconds on the descent. Tarme and Lastra, the only teammates left. Not much help, not much support from there, but at least I do have support because we're down to 50 kilometers and we are already at that point where stamina is now a factor. You're going to see this green bar drop a lot quicker, and we're going to see that yellow bar diminish down over time with 2 climbs left to go. Let's go ×2 as we go over the next one, as guaranteed there's going to be at least a little attack from the field. And let's go ahead and bring it down. Make sure we're in place. Lots of big riders in this race. Johnny Muscon, there's Kruiswijk from Movistar, Frele, there's Kalenda, Thomas, there's Kamna again, there's Chris Froome, Carapaz is here, Fulsang. Astro doing his job. As we go up and over this peloton, actually increased in size a little bit. Seeing a little attack here from Michael Valgren, David Formulo, Wellens. There's Van der Poel all trying to go, but looks like they're setting up a little bit at this point. As we go through the steepest section, it's going to level off a little bit, and then we go up some more. 4.7 kilometers for the total climb, 6.5% gradient. Coming up on the top here just a little bit. Breakaway is down to 2 riders. Peloton, at the moment anyway, has split off to 39 riders. Some of those chasing, including Tarme, they weren't done yet. Here comes another attack. Valgren going for real this time. Formulo going with him. By the way, objective, top 15. That's reasonable. That is reasonable. You can see this is diminishing. And that yellow bar fading a lot quicker. That was not that big of a climb. 52 riders, no breakaway left. They have been caught. And we've cut the group in about half from where we were. Oh, it's back together. 99 riders to contest that final climb. And I am recovering, quite surprisingly. It's still 30K to go, though. Lastra's here, getting water one final time. Tarame is back in it. So I've got 2 riders to help lead me out over that final climb, and that is encouraging. That will definitely make the top 15 a possibility. Lastra. Where are you? Looks like I've got water. It's Tarme who does it. You've got to come back up here anyway. 18K. Oops. How about we help him through the gap here a little bit if we can. Oh, I don't have control. That's why it's not working. That's right. As he gets water, I don't have control of him. There we go. Okay. Do not drop away. Tarme. Do not drop away. I want you to stay up here because I'm going to need you here in just a moment. And actually, this is that moment. We're down to 12K. 99. Lastra. Tarme. Now we're coming up on that last climb. If you're going to win, this is the place to do it. So we've got to get a bit of an acceleration here. 99 riders. 10K banner. And here we go. We're climbing.
The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers of the stage. This climb features some dreadful
First part steep. Okay. Now, accelerate, Tane. Accelerate. Just like Kruiswijk is doing. Through the flat. Through the flat. Okay, he's done. Now Lastra. We're hitting right here. 2.6 kilometers, 8.8%. Field hasn't even split yet. But here we go. Alaphilippe taking off. Valgren taking off. Here's the steep section again. Astra hanging in there. Hanging in there. Still got yellow bar, but he is done. We've got 8K to go. Got to keep up the pressure. We've got a small group here. 2 riders off the front. 2 riders in tow, and Lastra is with me. Little downhill section here. We're going to be able to do a little bit. 2 riders off the front, so we're in 3rd and 4th, 20 seconds clear of the peloton right now.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
Oops. I want us together on this one, please. Thank you. 4K to go. Can we ride 99? And Lastra, come through for me, please. Lastra? Really? Lastra? Thank you. Finally taking a turn. 2K to go. 1.5K to go. There's the 2 leaders. We're 30 seconds clear. They are not going to catch us.
It's going to be very fast.
Just go ahead and sprint it out. Okay, Lastra. Go ahead and not sprint it out. Take 4th, please. Let me have 3rd. It's alright. For the podium. That was cheap, but Alaphilippe takes the win. Valgren takes 2nd. I get 3rd. Lastra gets 4th. Thank you, Lastra. Appreciate it. And we stay clear. So not only do we get a top 15, we get a podium. Excellent race. Also, a great way to end the episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe. And tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.